They left that pretty low.
Huh? Oh, is that what they've done? Yeah, right. Good afternoon, and welcome back to Tuggerah Sporting Complex. We have the first of our grand finals here between the Southwestern Suns and the Sydney Scorpions. This is the under-18s girls grand final. I'll be joined very shortly by James Preston. All good to go. Thanks, James. I'll leave it over to you, mate.
Well, David, thank you very much for the introduction. Of course, as you mentioned, this is the grand final itself. The big dance between the Sydney Scorpions and the West-Southwest Suns. And it will be the West-Southwest Suns in that predominantly aqua strip. We'll have first use of the footy. We've seen a big tournament from both these sides so far. Where's your early money lying for this one?
I watch a round game, and I've said the Suns from the get-go. I just like the Prestwich girls. I think they've got the X factor. There is some strong contingency with young Davis girl in the Scorpions team. But
yes, Mackenzie.
Yes, Mackenzie, that's the word I'm looking for, the name. But yeah, I think the Suns may take this one out.
Well, here is one of those two Prestwich girls. They've had a very strong tournament so far as the West-Southwest Suns go on the attack early in this encounter here. All to play for. Silverware is on the line. Back up the back here to Hayley Prestwich. Now shifted all the way out now to Rebecca. There's the sister. But the touch comes from the Sydney Scorpions, and they've handled that first test pretty well. So they're working away from their own line here. The touch coming in from McCurley. In fact, that's Caitlin Prestwich. So, of course, as we mentioned, the three Prestwich girls out there. So, triplets in a grand final. You don't see that too often as the Scorpions come upfield. Now, I thought that potentially could have been rough contact, but they've not ruled as such.
Yeah, it was a solid touch, but with these girls, they're all playing women's opens and that at nationals, and I think them hard touches, they may get given, let go in this game, and we've got some good quality referees here, so.
Well, here are the Southwest Suns back on the attack in an advanced position here. They'll shift it on to Eddie Burke. Dumping it off now is Sayer. Back to Sayer here in the 7. Last play now for the Suns. The long ball comes, but well jammed in from Lauren McCurley, who of course scored 5 tries in her final group match. She's had a massive tournament.
Yeah, I'm not too sure we'll see a repeat of that in this game, but nice defence there. She can score them, but she can also stop them.
And that was absolutely on display in that last play there as Wheatley comes in to stop the advancement of the Scorpions there. She's had a good tournament too, of course. Run down in that final match against the Sydney Mets. She nearly went the length of the field, just caught at the death. And it will be the Scorpions who are caught with it on this occasion. So the Suns, once more, can drive forward in this grand final. Of course, 25-minute matches, no half-time. And the sides will change directions if one of the two teams does score. This one coming through Pinney now. And back off and away here to Gibson, who then finds more support. Pinney shuts out Gibson. The long pass over the top. Not a bad option, but I still think they would have had that cover there, the Scorpions.
Yeah, very, very well defended there by the Sydney Scorpions. And a little rooster play where they miss the front lead runner and run behind. Some would say in rugby league it's a shepherd behind the ball player, but in touch it is allowed. I don't know how, but them's the rules, and that's how the coaches coach.
Well, these are the breaks, as they say, and the Scorpions are on the break here, trying to step away from that challenge, and still occurring for them. Although they're going to say... Now, what's that for, David? Is that for taking a touch and then jumping off the mark and attempting to play on? That's an odd ruling.
I'm not too sure. He didn't really give a signal for that, so I couldn't really tell you.
Let us know on that replay.
I got a forward pass by the looks of it.
Oh, geez, I tell you what, we've discussed this a number of times today. There's been some blatant ones let go, and I couldn't even see that one in the live play there.
We missed that one.
But we'll stick here with the Suns. This is Caitlin Prestwich, one of the triplets. Of course, Hayley in the 10, Rebecca in the 6. Another set of 6 for that matter coming here for the Suns. Caitlin plays it. Off now to Smith. Here's Hayley Prestwich. The touch comes onto her. So Clark has set out here to this right-hand side along with Wheatley. Looks like a pretty decent option to start with. Hayley Presswich takes a simple touch. They're just wanting the defence to come up, and they're not seeing enough interaction at this point in time to want to actually put on a play. Oh, intercepted here from the Scorpions. That could be big. Now they've got them backpedaling and retreating very quickly. They'll still head towards the transitional area though. But they haven't taken full advantage of that there. This is much better though. A great run in the end.
That's Davis.
From
nice
Mackenzie
drive.
Davis. And as you mentioned at the start of the call, David, I mean, this is a key player for the Sydney Scorpions. She's done some brilliant things in touch football. Oh, still escaping just for a moment. I thought she was going to clear that defensive hurdle and set it up for her outside women, but there's Hayley Presswich once more. So some of your big guns that you've talked about to start the match all performing so far.
Yeah, like we said before, the big guns stand up in the big games, and you can see them here. Presswich is for the Suns, and also Davis for the Scorpions are really standing up tall. Notice here the Scorpion girls, I think the heat's really getting to the players right now compared to yesterday.
Yeah, it is very hot at the moment. Of course, we had a lot of cloud cover, a fair bit of rain as well, but we're up well over 20 degrees now, and with the sun, it feels like summer at the moment. So that really is going to start weighing down on these players. They have, of course, been playing all day, so fatigue definitely an element in this final as they look to head towards the transitional box there. That was close to forward as well. Tell you what, I think that was worse than the one that's pulled up.
They need good flow off the back end of this set here, the Scorpions.
Still alive here with a couple of plays. They've got them backpedaling once more. This will now be the last. Options both sides of the play the ball. Oh, great touch coming in from Wheatley. It was an important one too.
Very good defensive read there by the winger, Wheatley.
So they head straight towards the sideline here. The Suns, they want to get fresh players on. You mentioned, David, it is very hot out there, starting to get very tired, even though it's early in this fixture. Straightening up now, just a little bit. And pushing on to Piper Simmons. Back on the inside, dumped off, that's beautiful stuff. Simmons once more, getting heavily involved in this set. This is the last play now. She's still there in support. Simmons eventually gets it. Was it played at? No. Well, I've seen those go either way.
Yeah, they do go either way. I think the Suns had them a little bit in trouble there, but the Scorpions seem to recover really well.
It is the Scorpions now with ball in hand. Good touch coming from, I think that's Pinney in the one.
Oh, the Scorpions asking for a penalty offside, but referee said no, play on. Lost all momentum there in the middle.
And it's caused a bit of commotion for them. This is now the last play. They'll be looking to pick up as much meterage as they can to turn this over in a decent field position, but the final pass, a very sloppy one in the end.
Yeah, good field position here for the Suns. Let's see if they can capitalise and get a couple of touches on line.
The Suns just shy of the halfway line here. They'll look to get fresh players back on the field now as Rebecca Presswich puts on the big dummy. Good defence though from the Scorpions. They didn't fall for it. Oh, here comes Caitlin Presswich though, finding half a gap, and that was danger zone just for a little while.
Very deceivingly fast, the Presswich girls.
Certainly are, especially Caitlin. She in particular can motor. Hayley is also no slouch. Rebecca's probably the most crafty of the lot.
Yeah, she's the brains of the outfit, Rebecca.
Well, here is Hayley Presswich finding support in Wheatley, who goes in for the first try of the grand final. The touch came far too late, and it's always a good indication when the referee starts backing away into the in goal. There we talk about it, the Presswich girls on display in that set. Caitlin causing a bit of a commotion with her run, and then Hayley delivering the killer ball over.
Yeah, well constructed set. And like we said before, I like watching the Presswich girls. It's obviously they played a lot in the backyard, and you've got Rebecca there. Like I said, she's got the brains of the outfit, and the other two girls do a lot of the work for her. But yeah, you can't knock Rebecca as well.
So the Scorpions now with all the work to do. Thought the pass might have been released there. Good thing it wasn't. They were well in front as Smith drops it off. Now still pushing forward. Oh, it was nearly brilliant. There was such a long pass there from Sienna Hinwood, and it just fell short in the end. That would have probably been the longest connection we've seen today.
Yeah, that would have been the longest pass. And like we said, these girls quite haven't developed that strength for that really long pass to the wing. So as you can see, the wingers are really flying in hard to try and catch that ball.
Well, one thing we do see as well with the boys is they'll often prop off the right foot, hop up, jump in the air to fling that pass away. That's something the girls tend to develop when they get, I suppose, to mixed opens level and also for the women's.
Yeah, another couple of years, some of them girls, like there's a couple in the 18s division that do have a long ball, but most of the girls, when they, a couple more years, 20s to opens, they will develop that long pass.
The Scorpions, however, rolling through this set quite nicely as they push it away here through Van der Reyden. Back up through the centre once more. Off to Halliday. Halliday's got them backpedaling. Van der Reyden. And out now to Simmons. Simmons still alive here. Numbers, they had them stripped short, but they just couldn't find the pass.
Just panicked there. An easy catch and pass it would have been on, but just panicked, tried to fast hands through the line.
Lost a bit of their depth there as well. That was one of the key issues as they see a bit of green space here through Wheatley. What a big start she's had in this match. First try and a nice big line break there as well. As the touch comes up from Zara Halliday. Off now to Sophie Banks. They'll push it on here to Gibson. Gibson driving forward. A little bit slow on that play, unfortunately. Halting the momentum just a little bit as Lucy Dean jumps out of dummy half, but they'll get another set of 6 here.
That will help the Suns, and it'll be interesting to see if they bring the Big Guns back on for this repeat set, or they're going to leave the same team on by the looks of it.
Here's Piney, still with ball in hand here. Off the left foot, dumming. Well read, though, in the end from Halliday. Shifted on now from Gibson. Gibson out of dummy half. Pushed forward to Dean. Dean trying to slice through, but the Scorpions were watching carefully. Couple of plays left in this set. They've asked a few questions. How many more can the Scorpions find an answer to? Still have to be vigilant here. Another touch coming once more from Zara Halliday, who's been a brick wall in defence so far. Good 7 away.
Good defensive set so far by the Scorpions.
This is finally the last play here. Gibson, the pass came, it was very low, and once more the Scorpions got there. But I'll tell you what, that also seemed to be a touch and go decision there from the referee. She got down very low.
I thought she might have missed her there.
Let's have a look at the replay here. And I'll tell you what, I think that's a try. That's a dead set try.
Oh, well.
They've ruled that the ankle is potentially being caught, but having another look, I don't think so.
You got to allow for the stretch of the player diving as well with that call. So, anyway, Scorpions moving the ball forward here.
Yeah, certainly they won't be too upset about that. The Scorpions, it provides them with an opportunity to hit back. They are only trailing by the 1. Here is Mackenzie Davis. She's the key player for them, and she'll finish with it here on the last. Who can she link up with? Great quick step. And then blocks the... I mean, I feel that could have also been a similar call there for playing at the ball. There's definitely no attempt to make the touch.
I think there was a late pass was the call, the pass before. That's what they pulled up. So I think you're right there, James, but the pass before was the one they called up.
Well, here is Rebecca Presswidge operating down a short side once more. The Presswidge triplets are just killing them out there at the moment.
That's a little Queensland play that a lot of Queenslanders run that down the box side wing.
I'll tell you what, one thing we don't want right here in beautiful Tuggerah is Queensland stuff. I know it's early before Origin, but I've already got to work up my affiliation. Here is Rebecca Presswidge, shifting it wide, but once more, Lauren McCurley, who unfortunately in this match really hasn't seen any ball at all. She was good in defence on that occasion, but she's such a weapon for them. Out wide, they'll get another set of 6 here. I think that might have been for a forceful touch. So the Scorpions still shifting forward. Touch comes. That time from Hayley Presswidge as they drive forward through Ellie Wilson here, the Scorpions. Shifted off once more. Hinwood, who does have a long pass. Here is McCurley. McCurley going all the way. She beats the defence. And she continues that incredible streak. 5 tries in her last match. And she now opens the Scorpions account in the grand final.
And once again, we've seen it earlier today, a fly play off their ruck and pattern. They got the overlap with a 3-on-2, and it was a nice ball out to the winger. And once again, scores another try. McCurley in the corner.
Yeah, Laura McCurley has certainly had a whale of the tournament. You mentioned their selectors left, right and centre. I wonder if they'll be looking at her. She certainly can fly as the Suns go on the attack themselves. This one is a really nicely poised grand final. Both these sides have been tremendous throughout the tournament. Wheatley thought she was just able to get it, but no, that ball goes to ground. Touch coming here from Butterfart. Pushed forward. And there is a foul. Penalty called in favour of the Scorpions. Another set of 6 for the Suns to contend with.
Yeah, these penalties are hurting the Suns. At halfway, that's 2 or 3 sets in a row. They're getting a penalty away on halfway.
Well, that one was nearly a wrong play. The ball. Oh, and I tell you what, had Halliday taken that, I reckon she was through then. But the Suns, they've now got a chance to launch a counter-attack. A good quick touch comes up there, though, from Van der Reyden. They'll keep shifting towards the substitutions area. How is the transition for the Suns? It's not too bad at all. They're even fanned out with some depth. That's actually brilliant stuff from them. They keep the roll going. Good touch coming here on the form of Gibson. Back to Gibson now, who dummies, holds it up nicely, but a great touch in the end. Is that McCurley once more?
That is McCurley. Like we said, she can score them, but she can stop them. But just on that set, just when the Suns were coming on, Scorpions only sent 1 shooter on touch 5. They need to try and get in behind her and get to the back line.
Scorpions now working away. Played by Sayer, who immediately comes to the sideline. A little bit slow on that transition this time around, but they've picked up steam once more on this play. You're just seeing there, though, when the ball even goes slightly behind a player, it can kill momentum that quickly. Mackenzie Davis, though, slicing through them. It still won't matter at this point, however a late touch comes, and that is the danger of Mackenzie Davis. Even though the play broke down, she still created something from absolutely nothing.
Yeah, just one striked up and away she goes. She's got some speed on her, the girl, and away she went, and well defended there by Suns.
And look, it's not just the speed either. We talk about natural footballers playing in this tournament. She's certainly one of them. She knows exactly when to go. So does this woman, though. Here is Rebecca Presswich. She is, as we like to call her, the brains of the operation with the triplets.
Yeah, she's the brains of the outfit, I believe. And she constructs all the plays, and then the other girls, they do the execution.
Here is Rebecca once more. Found a good pass. I think that pass might have come after a touch. Yes, it has. So just a little late there. It often seems like a bit of a cruel rule because it's just natural to try and promote the footy, but...
Yeah, it is. And they've been a bit of lip there, so they've been marked 10 by the looks of it.
They'll keep pushing upfield here, the Scorpions. Really well-balanced grand final, end-to-end stuff so far, certainly living up to the hype that these two teams have generated throughout the tournament. That's a lovely piece of play there from Davis, who hit the ball exactly in line with dummy half, which meant they could continue over the advantage line. She looks a bit sore and sorry, actually, after that too. This will be the last play now, though, for the Scorpions. Sergi put it back on the inside, and they'll get another set of 6 here. That could be very important here, David.
Yeah, it could be. I'd like to see Suns hold them out here and then complete a set. This could either go one way or the other with the momentum of this game. It's an important set for both teams.
Crucial time in the match here as they drive forward through Smith. Smith evades the touch and puts the Scorpions in front. Well, the comeback is on.
Straight away, that's an interesting call. I thought the toucher was off, but I thought the person that affected the touch was actually onside.
It is very close once more. We've had a few of those in this match so far, very much 50-50 calls. That one favouring the Scorpions. And 2-1.
Come on, four. Come on, no try.
It is the Metropolitan side up over the regional team. We've been very excited to see our regional contestants make it all the way through to the finals, especially when you consider just the sheer calibre of the Mets and Scorpions outfits. Here are the Suns looking to find Wheatley, and stepping up and stopping it quite quickly was Ellie Wilson. Of course, playing for the Northern Beaches, Ellie. Touch comes just shy of halfway, and they've still got them retreating here. That was nice play, though, from Watson.
They've gone direct to the Scorpions on this set.
And all the way through, there was a touch just at the death, though. And from dummy half, that will mean a changeover. Not too much time remaining either. About 5.5 left in this one. 18:30 on our clock. Of course, just a guide. Official timepiece will be kept by New South Wales Touch Football, and we hope you are enjoying the coverage here on the New South Wales Touch Football Facebook page, Bar TV, or on the app, wherever you might be watching from. Leave us a comment. Let us know what you're enjoying about the day and who you think's going to come away with this one. There's not much time left here, of course. Dean dumps it off. Once more, they approach, and coming back through the middle to make an important touch is Piper Simmons.
That was well read by the 4 for the Scorpions in Halliday. She read the sweeper, return inside play, and defended it really well.
A good little team up there between the two of them. They made sure there was no gap to fall through. And that's a lovely little run there as well from, I think, Wilson once more. She's had a big couple of minutes, actually, Ellie. This is McCurley shifting it off. Comes away to Davis. Ball goes to ground here. So this is the chance for the Suns to launch a raid. About 5 minutes to go in this one. A little bit of confusion with the pickup.
The big guns are coming on for Suns. They've sent them on.
Well, here are the Presswidge girls, and there's one of them there, Caitlin. She shifts it on now to Josie Clark. Just a little bit slow and disjointed, though. I mean, we know it's important to get your key players out there, but that transition really hurt them. It wasn't particularly smooth. Last play now, though. Clark back on the inside.
That's
touched out there from the Scorpions, so another set of 6 to come.
This is how they play their game, the Suns. Once they get that field position, they slow the game right down just for a set play, and then they just go bang and attack it at sharp speed. Here's a passive.
Presswidge out to Hayley Presswidge. Wheatley with the one-handed diving. Now, I think she's been caught there.
I think that's a touch as well, but they're going to... Yeah, good call by the referee.
Yep, right on the spot there, sideline official. Wheatley so close to getting there. That was a dangerous pass for just a moment. Hospital ball stuff. Comes back to Josie Clark. As you mentioned, David, they do just like to wind things down and take their time when they get into one of these advanced positions. Caitlin Presswidge out to Rebecca now. Hayley, of course, floating there too. The triplets are on. There is Hayley. However, she's provided a forward pass. That is critical error at this point in time.
I'm not sure whether it was forward or whether it wasn't played straight. She was trying to run the counties play really quick and wasn't facing the try line when played the ball, but good defence there by the Scorpions. I was watching early games and Suns got the Scorpions with that passive play, but that was well defended, that set of 6.
Here's Bamblett getting caught there. Now driving forward once more with Ellie Wilson. On it comes. Sergi has left it behind. And 3 minutes left to play in this one. So a really important set here for the Suns. They trail by 1. Needing a try to tie things up. Of course, if we do end up with level scores, it is the drop-off. And if you're not familiar with how that works, we go straight down to 4 players. 2 minutes of play. And if nothing occurs thereafter, as Presswidge gets it on, and no touch is called. So 2 tries apiece. The drop-off is now looking very, very real. And just to finish that little explanation as well, goes down to 4 players immediately. They'll play for 2 minutes. If there is no result, we see another player drop off 3-on-3, and it becomes quite frenetic, the action at that point.
It's sudden death. Then we had one before in the 16s girls semi, and the crowd around the field was so excited. Went for about probably 4 or 5 minutes, the whole drop off, which was really good.
Here are the Scorpions looking to prevent that, though. Straight through a gap, and I think they may well have done it. Now, who is that? Is that Mackenzie Davis who sliced them up?
No, I'm not sure it is.
No, it's not Mackenzie.
I'm not sure of the number.
Have another little look here on the replay. Slicing through. And of course, it's not going to show up the number directly.
Number 7 it was, I think
Number 7, okay, so that is Imogen Sayer, the Manly junior.
It was a rhino play, so they send the sweeper as a dummy and then a person spears straight through the middle of the attack.
Well, it is a big play from Sayer. The Suns
play on
the touch. Oh, yes, just in time. I think that was Wilson who might have made it. Gibson now provides it on. Looking for support in Dean. They've gone all the way across the field without really straightening back up, and there's only around about a minute remaining in this one.
The Suns may get one more crack.
Here are the Scorpions. All they know is that they have to promote this footy further upfield and make it as hard as possible for the Suns to launch a raid close to the line. That's where they're most dangerous. They don't tend to do a lot of scoring from distant plays. And what have they called here? Oh, that's a massive call. I could have sworn that Pinney went directly through the play the ball there.
This is a big call, and this is the Suns' chance. They're sending the big guns on again. There's one Presswich on, and Clark.
Here is Dean, and now Hayley Presswich picks it up. Clark is back out there, as you mentioned. Back to Hayley Presswich. They're just stalling for time at this point, but they've got to be careful the siren doesn't blow before they get their key weapons back on the field. They're still getting into position here. They've lost about 2 or 3 plays, but more importantly, precious seconds and a touch coming there. I think they've got 2 plays left in this set. They'll need to launch something pretty quickly, though. Rebecca Presswich delays the pass, but she was caught with the ball, and it's been touched before the pass has been thrown, which means a changeover. That could be it for the Scorpions.
Yeah, the Scorpions only have to go direct here. They don't need to worry about their sub-box. There's not enough time. Just go direct.
That's exactly
and there
what
it
they're
is.
doing. Ball is dropped, but it was after the touch, and you can see the girls storming onto the field. Why not? In fact, they've been called too early.
Oh, there's 7 on, ref. Blow the penalty. Make it exciting. Blow the penalty.
There's a penalty to come, so all they have to do is literally touch it and walk into the line. For the love of God, don't throw it. And that's exactly what they do. A false start, but the girls rush on, and why not? Massive celebrations for a big grand final. The Scorpions have taken it out 3 tries to 2 in the 18s girls. What a finish that was. And then, of course, the boys 18s grand final coming your way next in about 5 minutes' time. Don't you go too far. This should be a cracker.
There's a drop-off on the field to